Hey, Morty!
Rick, are you far away or are you inside something? Is this a camera?
I'm Pickle Rick, Morty! I'm Pickle Rick! I turned myself into a pickle! I turned myself into a pickle! Pickle Rick, Morty! I'm Pickle Rick! I turned myself into a pickle! Rick! What are you just staring at me for, bro? I turned myself into a pickle! Stop digging for hidden layers and just be impressed. Turn myself into a pickle. The reason anyone would do this if they could, which they can't, would be because they could, would be because they could, which they can't, which they can't. I'm Pickle Rick, Morty. I'm Pickle Rick. I turned myself into a pickle. I turned myself into a pickle. Pickle Rick, Morty. I'm Pickle Rick. I turned myself into a pickle.
Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of the Designated Drinkers Podcast. My name is Karlo.
Tom.
Joe.
And we have a new special guest today.
Brandon. Yo,
What?
Brandon.
Yeah, hey Brandon, you gotta speak a little louder. We record on one microphone, which is, you're gonna have to get closer to it,
It's
tell
a
you the
big
truth.
globe of, it looks like there's a speaker on all sides, or...
We thought that, and it's omnidirectional to an extent, but it's better if you speak a little louder than usual.
I'm quiet.
I can tell. Jesus. But anyways, that wasn't our new intro. But we did watch a bunch of Rick and Morty before we started watching this, making this episode. So we're gonna talk about that, and we'll talk to Brandon. And I don't know. Thank you for joining us again. Right?
This be the last episode now.
It's time to move on, everybody. Okay, so what did you want to talk about with Rick and Morty?
Well, I don't know. I just figured. So the new season's out, as you know, as you all three of you saw that.
Excellent.
And it's fantastic, right? It is so good. I think at least it's good.
I think it's their most. I'd say the most engaging and a lot. I think it's the one where they kind of just they don't care.
Well,
They've already done it for 2 seasons, and they, you know what I mean. They've experimented enough to where it's like, we're gonna show what we want to show. You know what I mean?
I think if anything, it's because of the fact that they got really popular really fast. I mean, it's been a really, really highly awaited season. Mm-hmm. So because of that, they've been given a lot of leeway as to what they can do. And I mean, I'm sure Adult Swim didn't really give a shit as to what they did. They have a TV show called Mr. Pickles for the fucking... yeah. So, anyways.
I was going to say, if they have anything to say about a TV show...
Right.
They need to say something about Mr. Pickles, because
Right.
that show's fucked up.
Right.
Funny.
It is, dude. That show, that is the kind of show where you can't just watch one episode because you stare at it and you're like, what the hell did I just watch? And then the second one starts playing and you're like, oh, there's another one. Oh, wow, I just watched that entire thing. Oh, wow, another one's playing now.
That show is fucked up for the sake of being fucked up.
But that's just like Adult Swim shows, man. Like you watch one of them, and you're like, what am I watching? And then like you'll watch 3 more, and you go, huh, that's what I'm watching.
I know that I caught myself watching Mr. Pickles the one day, and it was like, I don't know, this ball rolled into his house, and then it like went down into this blood river, and like I was like, what the fuck?
Mr. Pickles' lair.
Yeah, I was
That's
like,
right.
I was like, oh my god, what the fuck did I just watch?
And the dog kills
And then I
everything.
watched another episode.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know, with Rick and Morty, like, I think it's funny, but I know that you guys have binge watched it. I don't think that that's a show that I could sit there and binge watch.
There's a lot to it. I mean, like, you have to watch the episode more than once to really get everything.
I can kind of see that.
Because it's all like sci-fi tributes. It's tributes to all sci-fi shows from like early on sci-fi, like to like all the episodes, like the one. Damn it, the one. I'm not loud. The one episode that they have with Rick and Morty, they go by like the sex doll. I guess that was like a tribute when they go to like the one planet that has like all the.
So it has like all the male guys.
The Neanderthal.
Yeah.
It's a tribute to a movie called
Zardoz.
Yeah,
yes.
And the funny thing is, we watched, like I mentioned, we watched we watched Harmontown a lot. Or we listened to Harmontown a lot. I fell off a little bit recently, but we listened to it enough to to know that he talked about it. He's like, you guys need to watch this, and then all of a sudden it showed up on Rick and Morty, and we're like, that's weird.
See, I've only watched the first season of Rick and Morty, so like today when they started showing it to me, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Because I have no idea. And it's funny because that's not a lot of these cartoons, you don't think that you would have to watch them to keep up on what's going on, but I was so confused.
Well, I mean,
initially.
I think the beginning of the season was them wrapping up the last of the season. So there was some issues with that, but after that, the second 2 episodes are nothing about it.
Yeah, no, the second 2 episodes were great. The first episode, I was like, I don't know what the fuck is happening, and when I don't know what's happening, I lose interest immediately.
Right.
So,
there was a moment where Tom picked up his phone because he was trying to still figure out that song that was stuck in his head.
I still haven't figured out that song. So,
Is it do you know if it's a Pearl Jam song?
No, I don't think it is.
No.
It's gonna be one of those things that I'm gonna hear on the radio one day. I'm gonna be like, that was that fucking song.
Let's talk about our intro song. So that was the Pickle Rick episode. It's been very popular. It was actually shown at a Comic-Con like last year or something like that. They showed it.
The
really?
play-by-play, right?
Yeah, they had like the drawings shown. Yeah.
That's what it is, yeah.
Also, that was made by like Justin Roiland and Dan Harmon.
Yes.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So that was shown at a Comic-Con convention, and people went insane about Pickle Rick because it's great.
It was pretty fucking funny when he like killed all the rats and made a suit out of their bodies.
Yeah.
Like, I was like,
I think it's been one of their goriest episodes.
That's been a very gory season. Like, there's been a lot more death this season than any, like, at least in my opinion.
You know,
they've killed a lot in all 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The reason why, though, I think also because of Dan Harmon's divorce.
I didn't even know about it.
is that why they're doing the whole thing with Jerry and his wife?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the last season, actually, there's this character called Birdman. Well, Bird Person. And he's getting married to this girl called Tammy. Well, Bird Person is actually voiced by Dan Harmon, and Tammy is this young girl, a young high school girl that
went to school this summer.
Yeah, that goes to school with Summer. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, my recording went awkward. But yeah, so she goes to school with Summer, and then all of a sudden she betrays them. Yeah, that's right. She betrays Bird Person and Rick because she's part of the Galactic Federation. So that end wedding scene is all about Dan Harmon's divorce.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude, it's really in depth, man. It's crazy.
He takes a lot from his
life. Yeah.
It's kind of funny because, like, if you think about it, if you have an outlet where, like, you're artistic enough where you can make a show, you could technically make it about anything that you want. So, like, if you're having a bad fucking day, you should be like, I'm gonna kill a bunch of people in this episode for the, like, just imagine, okay, I know that you guys don't really watch The Walking Dead all that much anymore, but just imagine if the director and producer of that show had, like, a horrible fucking day, and he's like, you know what? Fuck all these people. I'm gonna kill off 3 main characters for no fucking reason. And then he just killed them off, and everybody's like, what the fuck? And then he's like, don't worry, I'm gonna bring them back as zombies. It's fine.
Hold on.
And like just like listening to YouTube, like mixes on YouTube of like popular songs. Mm-hmm. And the reason I got Audacity was to make music for a video game that I was trying to make, which since I've been working a lot more hours, I kind of put that to the side.
You're trying to make a video game?
Yes. I would follow a lot of tutorials on YouTube for use Game Maker Studio. And Heart Beast was one of the the tutors who show you how to make an RPG game, and it was an isometric RPG game, which I was like this is the style that I would want to make a game in. And so he made a game. He's like, hey, buy my game if you like my tutorial called Hyper Light Drifter. So I was like, all right, I'll do it up. So I bought Hyper Light Drifter, which it's a beautiful game. It's all very, very, it's like 60 frame like pixel art. The thing about the game is it's atmospheric. There's no words, no dialogue. It's all pictures. Like, you talk to a person, they have a little thing over their head. That means they want to like tell you something. They'll show you like 3 pictures of something that happened to him. Like, here's a picture of the guy who's talking to you, like all happy and has his adventure gear. then you take an over-the-shoulder shot of like some thugs, and then afterwards you see him like all on the ground, all the shit's gone. And he's like, it's like a warning, like, hey, if you see these guys, watch out.
I forgot what I was gonna ask. God damn it! Have you guys ever had like deja vu?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, because I really just had it when you started talking about that. For some reason, I feel like we've talked about that. That was really fucking weird.
Has it happened to you like in a dream? Is that where it's been?
I don't know, but that really kind of freaked me out a little bit because you were like talking about it. I'm like, why do I feel like we've had this conversation before? Like that just
possible.
That kind of fucked me up, and I know that we haven't talked about that. That's why I was like,
What was it? What was it that in Harmontown they said that was when you got Dave? Was it like
iron deficiency?
Iron deficiency.
What?
maybe I have an iron
Eat
deficiency.
some more red meat.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
nah, you wouldn't need more red meat. You're a pretty meaty guy. You like meat. I don't mean in a gay way, even though it's kind of coming out that way.
Joe, it's okay, Joe.
Yeah.
And no, I think
I feel
there's-
like that was supposed to be a gay
Yeah.
joke. I feel like that's where he was going with it.
No,
No, but seriously, like
I could have, but
that was probably like I haven't had deja vu in a long time. That really kind of made me spaz out a little bit. Like that was weird
Deja vu?
because like you were talking.
I'm sorry. It's a bad habit. I keep doing it.
No, it's okay.
You were talking, and I was just like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "All right, okay." But anyways, let's move on.
That'll work.
Under the table though. So for our special guests, sometimes when they get fidgety, like Darian's the kind of person that likes to fidget a lot. So we got fidget spinners here, which it's crazy to say, but yeah, it's useful, especially for the podcast.
It's actually just my penis.
Right. So Brandon is fiddling with a fidget spinner under the table, and by fidget spinner we mean Brandon is grabbing Tom's dick under the table.
this time that the other one likes
Hey.
red meat.
Hey, man. I need some protein.
Yeah, no,
I'm trying to get big.
Exactly.
we're not hating.
You know, I understand that that's probably the highest amount of protein that you can get. I'm just saying.
Well, after everybody else under the table, yes.
Well, I mean, I guess technically it would be the lowest because it's it's pretty low down there.
Because yeah, I
As
got
in
it.
protein content.
Okay, I didn't get that
Okay.
until now. So thank you for explaining.
You're welcome.
Gonna keep this thread going.
I try to explain stuff to ruin the joke.
Right.
That's my point.
Sperm has a
Yeah.
lot of protein.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was getting at.
Does it
Yeah.
now?
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
Do you
I'm
usually count it in your mouth?
Yeah. You count it with your tongue.
Ew, you guys. Let's see, man. Is your body lemon?
Is that why porn stars gargle? They're counting the amount of sperms. But anyways, moving past that back to
Yeah, let's not go back on porn
Back-
again.
back to the fact that Brandon says he's making a video game.
I'm trying to. Last winter, when I was still I work for Compass Medical. I only worked 8-hour days, so I would spend like an hour or two every day messing with tutorials and making a game. And I have it actually on my external hard drive right now because my computer decided to crash, and I was like, so I got it all backed up on an external hard drive, and I'm like, never again.
Smart.
So it's not much, but the hope is maybe within 3 years I can actually get a decent level or two going for the game. That way, if I presented it on what's that one website called that you can promote ideas hey, help me with this.
Oh, Indiegogo?
Kickstarter.
Yeah, one of those two.
No, when you're actually making a game, is that writing code or what?
Writing code.
There's a bunch of things.
With Game Maker Studio, you use code. I think the closest code for it would be JavaScript or C++. And there's also different art styles. You can either
You can also
pixel
make
art.
games in Flash, you know that, right?
Yeah, but I don't want to use Flash. I like the Game Maker Studio games that I've played before. I like it and so I can see what it does.
Right.
And I enjoyed them. The only two games I can think of offhand are Hyper Light Drifter and Undertale, which Undertale was a big hit, and Hyper Light Drifter is gorgeous in my opinion. So this is an excellent engine for me to work with. Mm-hmm. So I have been.
That's crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
So that's why I got Audacity. I got it to make 8-bit music style. I got TuneZoons in case I was gonna have cutscenes, and I would just use that. So I fiddle
You
with
should
that.
make the Designated Drinkers video game.
That could be a fun project.
You could put us in a game.
Yeah, you can.
You can get a shot in a game.
Every shot makes you you're stronger, but your directional pad's all wrong.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, man, that's pretty cool though. Like, that's got to be difficult. Isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's difficult. Like another thing about it is like I don't know much code. Like the only code I ever had was like the little bit I had in college, which was not even like C++. It was I can't remember what class it was. It was for engineering, and it wasn't even because I'm trying to do mechanical engineering. It wasn't even a core class, so I never really like thought about it until after I got out.
So you've basically just been teaching yourself how to do it.
I've been trying. I have two buddies. Either my cousin and my one buddy. They both like do code for their job.
Okay.
So like they always like, hey, like no, like let us show you how to do something, and then every time either something comes up or I don't understand enough of what they're doing because they don't use either like JavaScript or C+ or GameMaker. I don't even know what the hell they do use, but like Python, C++, and that's like for their job. So like whenever they everything they say goes over my head.
Because they have like a bunch of high tech, like high end stuff. Because I know like engineering programs, they have like a lot more.
See, it's funny because everything that you just said went over my head because I don't.
It's because you're on the floor.
Yeah, exactly. No, but I honestly I don't know that much about like computer stuff. I try to stay away from it as much as I can.
So I really don't think like at least with GameMaker you don't need to know too much as long as you get a good like teacher and then you understand like the basics.
Yeah.
So like there's once again for GameMaker there's tons of tutorials on YouTube. So I'll watch those. I freaking binge watch one series for RPGs by Heart Beast for like a whole day. And then I actually started like trying to follow along what he was doing with my own variations. There's another tutorial on GameMaker making the original Zelda, so I did that, and like that was fun. But it's the game that's already been played.
Most code is usually copied and then improved.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but I'd like to try to make something original.
You should
if
make
that
a
makes sense.
porn game.
No, yeah,
There's
well,
already
definitely.
enough porn games. Joe could recommend a bunch of websites that have all the porn games
Oh,
you
yeah,
need.
man, I could give you so many. Your head would spin, bro. That's how I started. That's how I got in the game. But let's not talk about that right now.
I'm starting to learn. I learned a bunch of C#, and then I did want to start learning Java, just because for the hell of it. Well, no, my levels are fine, but if you look at the last maybe like
I was just
10
being a
minutes?
fucking asshole. That's all I was
yeah,
doing.
I know, but.
My whole thing, I think that's all me right there is quiet as shit. So.
Yeah, hold up. Let me guys. So I know we're doing a lot of visual things right now, but Brandon was really quiet. I'm gonna call him out on it. Look at these levels real quick.
I'm a quiet person. I don't talk loud.
This is worse than Darian.
I can't help it.
It's okay.
You
know what you can't help? Leaning towards the mic.
Have we ever tried
That's
like?
bad. That's bad posture.
I don't care.
Have we ever tried to like if someone's a little quieter, maybe make this kind of like a microphone when they're talking, like have them like hold it closer to their face. So they,
That would be awful.
Just give me a toilet
think
paper
so?
cone.
Because they would just be the loudest person out of
Yeah,
everybody.
it would
Well,
just
no,
be,
like, not too, like,
you
you
have to
know.
think about it this way. When
Yeah.
I'm holding the mic,
Yeah.
it's clink 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 as you're grabbing it. Like, hello everyone, this is Karlo speaking right now. And then as I would move it back, it would be clink 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 clink, and then everyone talking just regularly. So that it would just be awkward.
I mean,
Just speak louder or lean
Brandon
towards
has
the mic.
very finesse hands. I'm pretty sure he could like
What?
pick it up and there's no sound.
Thank
you. Know
you.
what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I just experienced that when he was playing with my fidget spinner. they're very gentle.
No,
Very gentle.
like even at work,
He thanks you.
every time I have to make a phone call to a driver or a Ford, like they tell me that like to speak up because I don't speak loud enough. I just don't. And I'm not gonna. I don't want to. I'm either speaking like this volume or I'm yelling at you, and then I feel like that's too aggressive. And I don't want to do that.
I see where you're coming from,
You
I
know
guess.
what's really funny is I used to be like that too. Like, either I would be really quiet, or I'd be yelling at you because you made me mad, and then I'm like, all right, I need to find like a medium, because there's been times where I've been talking to Nicole and I'm kind of getting like agitated, and I don't realize how loud I'm getting, and then she's like, you don't have to yell. I'm like, I'm not fucking yelling. Why do you keep telling me I'm yelling? I'm not yelling. She's like, you're yelling. Stop. I'm like,
That happens to me when Ashley and I get upset.
I'm like,
She's like, you don't have to yell at me. I'm like, I'm not yelling. I'm talking to you.
You guys not? Are you guys not?
You'll
sure
know
that
when I'm fucking yelling.
Maybe they're just like trying to fuck with you and just saying that you're yelling just to make you feel bad.
No, I get really loud. Like when I start to get irritated,
Uh-huh.
I get really fucking loud because
have you ever had somebody say, "I wasn't trying to make you mad. If I was trying to make you mad, I would have said this."
No.
no.
Oh yeah, it just happened to me.
That's
like,
amazing.
Like yesterday or today, when I was arguing with somebody.
Like 5 minutes ago with Ashley.
All right, thanks, Brandon.
You're welcome.
But
Was there supposed to be some subtext there?
so
Amazing.
yeah, but so, like straight up, it's been like
It's been 5 minutes since the last
I'm
time I
not
pissed somebody
trying. I
off.
wasn't trying to make you mad. If I was trying to make you mad, I would say this, and I'm like,
And then they say
That's
that thing.
fucked up. That's some mind game shit. That's
Yeah,
some fucked up shit.
You know what you
That
know
means,
what
that means they've been holding it against you, but they weren't going to tell you.
Yeah.
That's what that means.
you know what you need to do when that happens.
yeah.
You need to just be like, you know what? I hate it when you turn the microwave on and fucking walk out of the room. Just fuck with their head. Just say some shit that makes no sense.
Or just be like, we're leaving the door unlocked.
For you guys, if you didn't hear it because he didn't say it,
I didn't know. I wasn't sure. Yeah.
yeah, it's or leaving the door unlocked.
You know what's really funny is I know that you probably enhance the sound, but every time that I listen to our podcast and I hear you say, in case you didn't hear it, I'm like, motherfucker, I did hear it.
No,
Like,
well, because you got it. Yeah, I enhanced the hell out of it. So you might hear some white noise in the background, like that's me enhancing
Darth
the hell out
Vader?
of it. Yeah, that's right.
Darth Vader's in the background. That's actually what that is.
Good.
Luke, let's review Rick and Morty.
We already did that.
Did we?
No, we didn't.
We were
Kind
on
of.
Yeah, we went there and then we made like a
I
little
can't-
left turn.
I'll just make a fist. How's that? I can't help it.
For our podcast listeners, I'm gonna be describing everything, Brandon. I'm sorry, but so he's been messing with the fidget spinner and he put it on the table and then he started spinning it right next to the microphone, and then I was like, I grabbed the fidget spinner, I put it on his leg, and he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna cross my hands and make a fist. Just make a fist.
I can't. Even at work, I do this all day. I can just rub my hands back together like an evil fucking mastermind.
Yeah, like you're thinking about,
Like
how do I get back at my job?
no.
Or no. It's more like I wish I was grabbing my dick like this.
I do it. That's
What?
Yeah, I mean,
that's
I'm
how
just saying
how I
that's
do
what
it.
his
What do they call that?
ideology.
Do they call that making a fire?
Yeah.
Dude, that's
Needling. That's needling.
That's when you get fucking friction burn. You don't get any
No.
pleasure out of that. You get fucking rashes.
No, you don't get any pleasure out of that. That's like the best thing for me.
Oh my god.
That's the only way I can get it off anymore.
That would be horrible. You're just like rubbing it back and forth. It's like not even. You're just like, come on, spark. Fucking,
And eventually it spits out some flames.
you're just like over a campfire. Like it doesn't even come. It just shoots sparks. Like that's what it does.
No, it's when he's with the bitches. They're like, "Wow, you've been going for a long time," and he's like,
It's from
"You know,
all the
I feel nothing right now. You've been on top of me for how long?"
He's like, it's from all the calluses.
There's just dust down there.
Have you ever seen those survival TV shows where they rub a stick together? That's what I do with my dick. And it fills a bunch of calluses. I can't feel shit. I don't even know it's there anymore. It's
Right.
just
It's not hard as rock. It's just literally calluses.
it's just literally a rock. That's all it is.
I don't feel anything.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now that we've beat the dead penis jokes,
Impossible.
do you get it? Beat the penis
I
jokes?
didn't get it.
Yeah.
You explain
Okay.
it? Can you explain it to me real quick?
Yeah, so like you beat your penis.
Okay, Brandon.
I won't waste time.
I have a
I
question.
won't waste time for it. I'm sorry.
I have a question, and it was on the last podcast, and I'm not gonna bring it up too long. If a person doesn't have any arms,
Here we go.
do you
again.
call them handicapped?
Call him crippled.
See, fucking Karlo doesn't like handicapped people because he
No.
made so many jokes on the last fucking podcast.
But
He's like, I hate handicapped people
No,
because
I
I'm
didn't.
a racist against handicaps.
no, I didn't say that.
You're not.
I was just trying to be rational
Like
about
I
it.
get the joke.
Do you
but
call
I
them
just
handicapped?
I get the joke. I would just call them crippled.
Or just cap? And then I did
Do you
and
want
then
an
I
actual
did say
answer for those
and
two
no
choices?
and then I did say I said, it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm not trying to. I'm sorry. I'm apologizing already because I know it's shitty. But I was like, that technically they can't listen to the podcast.
They
Because
can.
how are they gonna click on it?
Dude, people who don't have hands are like super freaking resourceful with their feet.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Like, I've seen-
This is. I mean, I'm joking.
I've seen. Well, no. Real quick, I've seen the videos of the people who like have no hands. Like they freaking have their legs up making food, like using the computer,
We also talked
pushing
about
themselves
that.
around.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So you understand what I'm talking about.
Right.
So they
I
can
was-
listen to your podcast and be like, "These mofo's are talking about me." End of discussion, and they turn you off immediately.
Just so you guys,
Or they appreciate the, I guess, shout outs.
No, I think that they'll like it because I stood up for him because
Yeah.
he was like, well, they wouldn't be able to get in my car. I'm like, motherfucker, I was just talking about them making food with their feet. I'm pretty sure that they could open a car door.
They got jaws. Like,
Oh no, this is coming from the guy that's like, well, how are they gonna get arrested? They don't have any arms.
there's leg braces.
I know.
Your leg irons.
I just think it would be funny to see somebody with no arms running.
Yeah.
away from a
Okay.
cop.
See, who's the racist?
How's
He's
that
like,
racist?
It's not racist.
I
That
want
would
them
be
to-
That's
funny. That
like,
would be funny.
He's like, I want them to get arrested because I think it would be hilarious to watch them
No, I want them to.
squiggle.
I want them to get away.
Squiggle.
I want them to get away because I think it would be funny to see a cop chasing a no-armed person down the street. Like, because you're just sitting there thinking, well, it's not like they stole something. I mean, what did they do?
They could have stole something.
Never mind, that was a really bad joke. I'm sorry.
Hey, can I bring something up? I was
You know, because they didn't have arms, they could.
They
Okay.
could, you, can
Yeah.
steal, you don't need arms to steal shit.
so.
True.
So we were okay. So there's this new restaurant that just opened up. It's called Mission Barbecue.
Bleh.
That's been open for a while.
A new restaurant that opened around here. But whatever.
For a while.
Shut up. So, anyways, so they're hiring people, and
Uh-huh.
we have a friend that applied for a job there. Okay, good on them. You know, they're trying to move up. So when he told me that he went to this interview, he said to me, "So I went to the interview, man, and I think it went really well."
Excuse
And I
me.
was like, "Good job, man. That's awesome. I'm glad that it's going well for you." He's like, "I did." He's like, "The one thing is they asked me if I was okay with back of the house work." And of course I was like, "No, because I don't want to work back of the house." And I was like, "Oh, I get that," because in my mind, when I thought about this place, Mission Barbecue isn't a it's a restaurant, but it's not. It's like, in terms of
like
restaurants,
Chipotle.
it's like Chipotle. That's right. So you go in there, you get in line, you order your food, and you go sit down somewhere. It's not, "Hi, welcome to Mission Barbecue. Here, I'll go get you a chair. Do you want a booth or a table?" It's
Yeah.
not that. It's far from that. So when I go there to eat with Ashley, we went on a date. When I go to eat there, I walk in and I'm like, this motherfucker told them, "No, I don't want a job here," because he said, "I don't want to work back of the house," and there's only back of the house work.
There's literally like no back of the house. It's basically like
Like kitchen duty?
Yeah.
it's kind of like Chipotle. So like
There's
you
one
know how you
register
could
person.
see the whole thing.
Yeah.
There's one person who runs the register, and then everybody else makes the food. So basically, when you say that you don't want to do back of the house work, you're like,
I don't want to work for you.
yeah, I don't want to work here.
Right. I was like, you literally said to them, "Yeah, I'm more like running the register and not doing anything around here."
I just want access to the money. I'm not very good at counting it, but some of it
I want to
may or
feel
may
your
not.
cold green cash in
by,
my
the,
hands.
by the way, I want to know, what's the safe code? I'm just curious. I know that I don't work here yet, but it's just for future reference
And-
when I get the job.
And also, how often does do they come pick up the money?
No, no one picks up the money. They probably have somebody like when we were lifeguards. You just go drop it off in the bank when the shift's over.
Oh, right.
So you get access to the money in your hands.
So hey, do you mind if I go take the money to the bank?
So wait, when you guys were lifeguards, why didn't the people who worked behind the register take the money?
They did. It's usually concessions.
Oh, I thought
Usually.
that you meant that you guys had to take it.
Well, once I have, and then I was like,
okay.
holy crap! Because if you remember Cody, who worked at Walters Grove, every day he would take the money to the bank after work was over. And the one day he had a day off, and I was like the last guard there, and she was like, "Can you just take it?" And I was like, "Sure." And like the whole drive there, I'm like, "Oh my god, they have so much faith in me. I could just take this home and be like, I did it."
Right. You know, it's funny that you say that. It reminded me when I worked there. I don't remember who was there, but they were like, "Hey, can you watch the front? I have to go to the bathroom," and everybody else was on. So there wasn't actually they usually overschedule, but by that day they didn't, which is weird. So I sat at the front, and then somebody came in with their card, and they gave it to me, and I was like, cool, yeah, you can go in. And I looked, and their name was Orange Yellow.
What?
That was an actual name?
Yes, it was Orange Yellow, and then their last name.
That's unfortunate.
And I thought to myself, somebody named their kid Orange Yellow.
That's unfortunate. That's all.
I mean, I guess it's not the stupidest name I've ever heard.
Legal name changes are a thing. He could have did that, or she could have did that.
They were younger, bro. There's no way.
Like I said, it's definitely not the stupidest name I've ever heard.
What's the stupidest name you've ever heard?
I mean, I'm pretty sure that I've heard something way stupid. I met a guy, his name was Tank. Like, his actual name was Tank.
That's a compliment.
It wasn't like somebody's parents literally was like, I want to name my kid Tank. One day. Like, I
thought that's not a bad name to me.
I don't
It's a
know.
video game.
I
It's a
think-
video game character.
I think that's not as bad as, hey, my name is Orange Yellow.
Orange-
Or wait, is
was
it Orangelo?
See, he could be Angelo.
His
See?
name was Orangelo.
Maybe it was Orangelo and you just pronounced it wrong.
And then the doctor who was
Now
there was
who's
like,
the
Hey,
asshole.
hey, bro, it's French, all right?
Orangelo? Orangelo!
I think the worst type of names are when they're like supposed to be specific names, just spelled like they're not not normally spelled. Like if you have like Michael and it's like Mikhail or something like that, or like Caitlin and it's not spelled the right way.
You just reminded me of that one screenshot of the woman who's on the news. Her name is Erica, but
Yeah.
it's spelled air wreck like a wrecking
Yeah.
ball, air wreck. I'm like that I still don't know if that's how her name is actually spelled or if that's what they thought it was spelled.
What if, like, could you just see the mom's passed out after giving birth, and the dad's like, all right, she wanted me to name her Erica. I know that I've had a couple drinks. I think I got this.
Wait, I'm sorry. Were you talking about my father? Because he sat there and he went, huh.
How do you spell
I know
Karlo?
we're supposed to name him Carlos. Let me take the S and add a K.
Hold on. Were you actually supposed to be Carlos?
Yeah.
Hi, Carlos.
And he just spelled your name wrong.
No, he didn't spell it wrong. He made the conscious decision not to name me Carlos and named me Karlo instead.
Is that a bad thing?
No, it's not. I'm just saying.
Then why are you upset about it?
I'm not upset about it. I'm far from upset about it. I just think it's funny because you said that. I was like, you're describing my father because he sat there and he went, huh.
I mean, not really, because...
How can I really make things hard for him when he goes to America? Oh, that's right. Let me change everything for him.
I mean...
They make you stand out.
My middle name is Andre with 2 E's at the end.
Andre?
I mean, because
He
if
was
you...
trying to be original, man.
But if you think about it, it's nothing like the Air Rekka. Like,
Yeah, that was a good one.
somebody purposely fucked up her name, like AIR
Wreck.
Rekka. Like, like, how do you fuck up a name that bad?
With great talent.
Yeah, I mean, I guess with great talent comes great responsibility, and apparently they have neither. So
That's not Spider-Man.
Have you guys seen the new Spider-Man?
Yes.
We've all seen it. Can we talk about it?
No,
Let's
I
talk
haven't.
about it.
I
Spoilers.
didn't see it.
Spoilers
Tell me.
for the next probably
20 minutes?
6 minutes. I don't know.
10
Whenever
minutes?
we stop.
Yeah.
Like
Uh,
6 sentences.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah. Let's all. Doesn't. I mean, okay. So do we?
Spider-Man dies.
Now you ruined it. Either way, if it does or does not happen, you ruined it.
I just summed up the movie.
That's not true. Whenever someone asks me
See,
about
now
spoilers-
you ruined it.
No, I'm not. That's what I wasn't talking about. I was talking about ruining it. Whenever someone asks me about like how like a movie is, and I say I won't spoil anything, I always give them fake information, and they're like, "No," and I'm like, "No, you have to see it to make sure if it's true or not." and it gives them something to look forward to or be pissed at me about. And when it doesn't happen, they're like, "Oh, he's not an asshole. He's just wrong and kind of motivated me."
Or kind of a dick.
Or he is an asshole and he misled me on purpose because he thought it was funny.
Or-
Which, that's usually what it is.
You know what you could do? You could tell them what actually happened, and then be like, "No, I'm just kidding. Just go see it.
No.
It's really good." And then they go see it, and then they're like, "That motherfucker."
That would be
No.
a very funny long con for you.
No.
You do that to someone who you've done that before. Just like, I know Brandon's lying. I mean, I do want to see it. What? This fucking actually happened?
Like that.
He explained that movie shot by shot.
I hate it.
He even brought the fucking score of the movie.
The score. Rotten Tomatoes.
Scene 1.
No, like the music score.
it's like that.
yeah.
It's like that Parks and Rec episode with Twilight.
The
I haven't
books?
seen that one.
There's a Parks and Rec episode where this guy comes in because they have a time capsule. So what this guy wants to do is put the Twilight books inside the time capsule.
Why? Fuck that.
Oh
Set him
my-
on fire.
Well, so anyways, so that's the whole point of the episode, and he chains himself to one of the vents there, and he's talking to Leslie, which is one of the main characters, and he's like, you know what? Let me just explain to you the books, and then he talks about the books. He's like, now let me explain to you the movies,
Oh, I
shot
have
by
seen that
shot.
one, yeah.
Now, scene 1 pans up, glistening water, mossy wood, yeah, just like that. But anyways, Tom Holland, great Spider-Man. I think so.
Agreed.
I enjoy it.
I actually think that so far. I didn't see what was his name in the didn't he do
Matthew. Andrew Garfield. I was gonna say Matthew Garfield.
I didn't see his 2 movies.
They were alright.
Excellent. I like them.
They were
But
bad.
I feel out of my favorite thing about it is they kind of went back to like the old Spider-Man, like
Right, funny
not
Spider-Man.
not like adult Spider-Man. Like he's a kid, and you could tell that he has that kid's sense of humor.
Right.
Because like even when he beats up a bad guy, he puts that fucking note on there like, "Hey, this guy's bad." Like,
Well, I think that's
here
just
you go.
a Spider-Man thing. Like he's
Right,
like
your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
he's always has like the quip and the funny jokes. So he's always like the immature superhero.
but
Well,
that's the
and-
thing is, and they missed that the last 2 Spider-Mans.
Yeah, that's why I liked it, because it was like Tobey Maguire. They never did that with that.
yeah.
That movie was a fucking joke. I didn't like any of those. I'm
know-
sorry, I didn't like any
You know
of
what's
those.
How
really
dare
funny?
you agree
You
with
know what's
my
really
opinion?
funny about those Tobey Maguire movies, though, is that they've done research and that those are technically the most accurate to the comics.
I thought
Which
that
is
they
crazy.
were trash.
No, the last movie wasn't really.
The last movie
What,
for
the
Tobey
3?
Maguire was shitty.
Yeah.
But the first 2, they weren't bad.
I like
So,
I like
no,
the
The
act-
first one was alright.
2 was my favorite
Yeah, 2 was really good.
because that whole internal problem between Spider-Man and his abilities and how
Yeah.
he's literally fucked himself because he can't get his ideas straight. It's totally makes sense to me.
I wasn't a big fan of them. Like the first one was alright, and then after that I didn't want to watch them. I watched the other 2, and then it was like, oh great, they're coming out with another fucking Spider-Man movie, and then I didn't go see them.
No, Spider-Man's the bomb.
Now I kind of want to go see them because it was a different person. You guys said that they were good.
Mm-hmm.
But this guy, I like him because he's kiddish, and he's not a fucking full-grown ass man who looks like a child.
Right.
Because Tobey
Yeah.
Maguire's a bitch. I'm just gonna say that.
I guess
Fair.
he stopped working on he stopped mainly being an actor and is now more directing.
because he's a bitch.
That's good, I guess.
Yeah. But anyways, so I enjoyed
You know what that made me think
Spider-Man.
about before you continue? You know how like there's that whole like thing where they think that Tobey Maguire and Jake Gyllenhaal look alike? It made me think about like
fuck?
yeah, I don't know why, but like it made me cut to like this thing in my mind where like Tobey Maguire's getting home from work. He's like, oh, that was a good shoot. He's making himself some food, and then like Jake Gyllenhaal is just like slowly coming into like out of the darkness, like, hey, what's up, buddy? You know, there can only be one of us. So I either kill you now, or you just vanish. And he's like, you know, I've been thinking about being a director. Keep it that fucking way.
You know what we need to watch? Have you ever seen
Are you talking about the Will Ferrell thing?
No. I want to watch that. We just talked about it with fucking Angelo. That movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito.
Oh, Twins.
Twins. We should watch that and then do something about it because that movie was funny as fuck.
You know what movie used to be one of my
Never seen
favorite ones? That Schwarzenegger superhero movie.
The Christmas one?
Yeah.
Oh, Jingle All the Way.
Holy
Yeah.
crap.
No, is
No.
it Jingle
Yeah.
All the Way? No, it's
Yeah.
not Jingle All the
Yeah,
Way.
it is.
Yes. That's the only Christmas movie he's done.
Yes.
You're 100% on that?
Yeah.
No.
I'm familiar with the Arnold Schwarzenegger superhero movie where he has to get the toy for his kid.
Right, that's
and he
the
dresses
one.
as
Jingle All the
That's
Way.
Jingle All the Way. So
With Sinbad.
Yeah.
basically what Twins is Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger are supposed to be twin brothers.
excellent.
It's amazing. It's fucking hilarious. Like it's that cheesy 90s comedy. So it's so goddamn
You know,
good.
it's funny that you say that, but
Did you look it up?
yeah, it's Jingle All the Way.
Uh-huh.
It's funny that you say that, but I have met twins that They were. What's the type of twin that?
Paternal twins.
Yeah.
They're It was
Identical
boy
as in
and
the-
girl.
Oh,
Well, they could still be paternal twins if they're different looking.
Right, okay,
Yeah,
paternal
it's
twins.
identical if they're exactly
Right.
alike.
So they were paternal twins, and they look completely different. Like it would be like Joe and Tom being born at the same time.
Well, see, that's the thing.
Except one was a boy and one was a girl.
People don't realize that. Well, some people don't realize that not all twins are identical twins.
Right.
Which, it's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, identical twins are less common.
Than paternal twins.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it makes sense.
So, if you have identical twins, that shit's fucking crazy.
Oh, like they look alike, but they still have to determine on their mannerisms, their diets, their lifestyles. So they could look very similar, but if you have two twins who do have all that similarity and still look different, then I think those are paternal twins.
From my understanding, like, I think twins as siblings, I think that they're actually, like, the closest siblings. Like, they actually...
Yeah. Genetically, probably.
Well,
Or you mean, like, they bond better?
Yeah, they bond better than, like, let's say I have a brother who's 2 years younger than me.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Well, I mean, you have to.
together.
Yeah, you have more time together. You do a lot. Everything, most things you would do together.
But see, it's funny because you think that would drive you nuts, so you would want more time apart from that. You know what I'm saying? Because
I think it depends. It's situational.
that happened to
because
Phil and Lil on Rugrats when they all grow up.
What?
this motherfucker.
Well,
They had an identity crisis. They were like, I want to be my own fucking person. Get the fuck away from me, Phil.
They, speaking of remakes, they're bringing Rocco's Modern Life back.
yeah, see
Yeah.
that.
Are they really?
that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they're bringing it back with I guess they were like the thing is like they were like trapped in time or something like that, so they get out and they're like, this is the world now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm actually pretty excited about that. They should also bring Cat Dog back. I really like Cat Dog.
That'd be sweet.
I don't even really remember Rocco's Modern Life.
That was a weird show. I used to watch it all the time.
I love that shit.
Peru was like 3 years behind you guys.
I used to watch Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah.
And then my dad walked in one day when I was watching. He was like, "You're not watching the show anymore." I'm like, and then for some reason I moved to Adult Swim, and I didn't understand it until like I got older. And I'm like, "Wow,
Adult Swim.
this show's fucked up."
Why do they call it Adult Swim?
Because time for the kids to get out of the pool was their old
Yeah.
promo.
Yeah,
Oh, that makes a lot of
They
sense.
used to have an old promo where like as soon as like Cartoon Network was over, they would show like a scene of like this.
I remember
this
that.
It was like an
pool.
old-timey,
It was like an
yeah.
old timey camera, like this. There's a pool, and then it was a lifeguard going. All the kids need to get out of the pool. It's time for Adult Swim. All kids, yeah.
I remember that.
And then all the more mature cartoons would play.
No shit,
No,
that's awesome.
I wish they still did that.
Now, my question is, do pools still do that?
Adult
Yes,
Swim, yeah.
Because a lot of the pools that I've been to now, like,
it's a
they don't
it's a
even
time
have
of
lifeguards.
it's a time of day.
Well, like Adult Swim, sometimes they make all the kids. Sometimes they make all the kids come out. Sometimes they're like, all right, so the younger kids, you want now is the time to see, if you can swim, so that when Adult Swim is over, you can be in the deep end, and we'll let you roam more freely. That's all the Adult Swims I've ever seen. Even in Walter's Grove, it was like that.
I didn't know that because I remember when I was younger, when we'd go to the pool, it was like, all right, you got to get out. So everybody would get out for like a half an hour, and then you go back in. But like every pool that I've been to since then, either there hasn't been a lifeguard or whatever, and they don't call it, and there's no Adult Swim. Like that's why I asked.
I mean, that's definitely a liability on the pool's
Yeah.
end. Like if you don't have a lifeguard and someone dies, they get sued. So
No.
they have to have a lifeguard.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Well,
Not if they
only-
put up a sign that says no lifeguard on duty.
Oh, well, that's different.
I would say it
You
depends
can't-
on.
Yeah, you can't get sued for
Most
that.
public pools usually have one.
I
though.
didn't mean like public.
Oh!
You
I
mean-
thought you were talking about
mean
public
private
pools.
like for like a hotel.
Like hotel apartments.
Oh yeah, that's different. Yeah.
Because they are. Some hotels do have different rules, like no lifeguard will be on duty at this time, so swim at your own risk.
Yeah.
And there's not like a camera, but there's always somebody who monitors, walks around every once in a while to make sure that no one's dead in the water,
Well,
like an employee.
Like, at my grandma, like, before my grandma passed away, she lived out in Strongsville, and her apartment had a real nice fucking pool.
Private pool, yeah.
But they had a lifeguard, and they had Adult Swim and shit there. And that's why I was like, that was the only place that I ever heard it besides, like, the public pools. I've never heard it anywhere else. Ever.
Yeah, no, that I guess, yeah, that was the thing when I was a lifeguard.
I used to get so fucking mad.
About Adult Swim.
Yeah. Because I'm like, I can swim, motherfucker, and I'm not annoying people, so just let me stay in the pool. Like, I remember the one time I, like, hid in the corner of the deep end. Like, I was just hanging onto the wall. I'm like, hopefully they don't see me. And then I was in there for, like, maybe 10 minutes during Adult Swim. And then they're like, hey, you're not allowed to be in there. It's Adult Swim. I'm like, God damn it.
You know, that reminded me of the Sandlot scene with when he pretends he drowns. Yeah. That is such a good scene.
It's such a good fucking movie.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
What movie is this? Is this the baseball one?
The first Sandlot.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's still one of my favorite movies. I love The Sandlot. I can literally watch The Sandlot all day. I love it.
Oof.
And I'm sure that Rick and Morty has made some comments about it.
Sandlot?
Probably. Something probably
There's a
we
lot
missed.
of references in Rick and Morty that I haven't caught.
Right. That's why, like I mentioned, it's and bringing it back around.
You know, in the second episode, I didn't catch this until we watched it today. You know, right before, like, when he's, like, Rick is telling him, like, hey, you're gonna distract everyone. But, like, he's like, how am I supposed to distract? Am I supposed to create a distraction so you can, like, get the rock? And he's like, this is the wrong genre. Great idea. I got it.
Make a puppet show.
Yeah.
Like a right
It was
idea,
like
wrong
a Lion
genre.
King reference.
I thought it was because he's gonna make a hand puppet out of his fucking
Because remember
huge-ass
that scene
arm.
in The Lion King where, like, Timon, like, they're, like, telling Timon, like, you gotta distract the hyenas. He's like, what am I supposed to do? Put on a show? A puppet show or something like that? And then he puts on...
Now put on a dress and do the hula, and
Yeah.
he does exactly that.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But I might be wrong. I don't know if it's that exact.
That was my favorite scene as a
There's
kid.
probably a. Yeah, don't do that right
sorry.
by the mic.
I'm sorry.
So I definitely got the Mad Max reference.
Oh yeah, definitely all over.
I mean,
all over
especially
it.
with the Thunderdome. I love Mad Max. I have all the movies. I love those movies. Like, I love the original one.
So were you surprised when you saw that it was all Mad Max
Yeah,
themed?
I was like, what the fuck? But the funny thing is I didn't think that I was gonna like the new Mad Max movie with what the hell
Oh
is his
yeah, that
name?
was pretty good.
What's Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
It was actually really fucking good. Like, I was really surprised. It kind of impressed me a little bit, actually.
That's awesome.
Because I thought that it was just going to be a remake, but it was a completely different fucking movie. So, I mean, that's just me. But,
I haven't seen Mad Max, so I don't know.
That's pretty good.
oh, dude, one day I'll have to bring the movies over and we can watch them.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, it's funny that you say that because all the Fallout games are based off Mad Max.
Are they really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. I like Fallout. I get
You got
irritated
stuck.
with Fallout.
Yeah, no, I know. You got stuck.
So I stopped playing it.
Yeah, it's an open
which one?
open world irritates me. Like
I don't like
I was saying, man. Open world irritates the hell out of me sometimes. Zelda Breath of the Wild is a clear fucking example of that. It frustrates me. Like, I was sitting there playing, I was like, I love this game, and then I was like, now I don't know what to do. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I'm just sitting here doing nothing. And like, I had to turn it off.
You could do anything.
I know, yeah, I don't like so many possibilities.
Why?
I just don't.
It's freedom for the player. You can go, all right, I'm going to go attack these monsters. Oh, I'm going to go explore, find a village. I'm going to go north until I reach the end of the map, and it tells me I can't go more anymore.
But I think what he's getting at is, like, it hasn't never happened to you when you're, like, in an open world game where, like, you literally have anything you can do, but you're like, I don't want to fuck up anything. I want to have a clear idea what I'm doing.
I don't want to encounter. I don't want to.
You know what I mean?
I don't want.
The only game I ever had that was for Fallout 3, and that was only because it actually affected the end of the game.
Okay.
For me that's Breath of the Wild because of the fact that I was like, I don't want to go into this area because I know that there's probably going to be way stronger fucking monsters over here that are going to kick my ass. And what happens? There's a fucking bunch of monsters that kick my ass.
You're a fortune teller.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's good, but you get to fight those things, and if they kill you, well, now you know either to avoid that area or to come back later, and it might be good shit there.
No, but here's the thing, Brandon. This is the thing you need to understand about Karlo when he plays games.
Right.
You probably enjoy the challenge.
Yes.
He would rather be a baller who could just take him out no matter what. Like,
Right.
he just comes in, one shot. Are you trying to fuck with me? I'm going to take your arrow, I'm going to stab it in your eye, and I'm going to shit in your grandma's face.
Right.
That's what he would want to
You
do.
can do that in Breath of the Wild?
Yeah, man.
Holy crap.
No,
You
but
literally said
That
you could
DLC
do
is
it.
worth it.
so that's actually a big thing for me. Now that I've gotten, like, if it was me in high school, I'd be like, oh no, dude, I like the challenge. I like challenging myself. I like being mad at the game until I beat it, and then it's a rewarding feeling. Now I'm like, I just got home from work. I want to fucking play a game and like relax, and I want to feel awesome when I'm doing it. It's not goddamn fucking thing. I've been stuck in this for like 30 hours or something like that. I can't deal with it anymore.
I live for those moments.
I can't, man.
No, I couldn't do it.
Way too stressed about it.
You know what's funny? You say that. I couldn't do that because I was telling you how I was playing I got Bayonetta for Xbox because
it was free for the month.
It's free. So like I'm playing it. And I'm an achievement whore. I like getting a lot of achievements. So like, there's achievements to do. Like
also, Joe and I have literally been trying to one up each other on achievements.
Yeah, he's had the Xbox longer, so it's been an
oh yeah. Is it? I don't know about that, Joe. I think I'm just beating you.
I had the Xbox 360 for maybe about 6 months.
Any hard games on this achievement list?
And then I had.
There's some good ones. We have to look.
Yeah. But like, there was these achievements where you had to find these portals, and in the portals were like challenges. And Bayonetta is kind of like Devil May Cry, so they're like really hard challenges. So literally, I'm trying to do this one fucking challenge where I have to get there's like torture moves, and you have to get a specific amount, but you only have a certain amount of times you can get hit. Now I wasn't that great at the game because I haven't played it that long, and I was like, I don't want to get too in deep. I don't want to get too in depth in this game where I'm playing it every day. So I'm trying to fucking do this challenge, and it got to the point where like I thought I beat it because I was like, okay, I have enough. And then another fucking boss came in, hit me, I died, and I tried it like 5 other times, and I was like, you know what? I can't do this with my life anymore. I can't spend 3, because I looked at the clock, Brandon. I started the challenge at 7 o'clock. I looked at the clock again, it was about to be 10. And I was like, I cannot spend a whole fucking day doing one challenge. I need to finish this game. So I was like, fuck this. If I come back, I'll do it, but I'm not doing it now. Fuck that. I just can't.
Right.
I cannot.
But did you ever go back and finish it?
I did it last week, so I haven't. I'll probably go back, though.
But that
He
information helps
probably
you.
won't because I'm telling you right now, like, he told me that he is 1,000 gamer score away from passing me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, no, that's not happening. So today, when we were sitting around when Tom got here, I was playing Mass Effect 2, just trying to get achievements.
You got 2 achievements?
I got 4 achievements.
Oh, what?
4. I got
Okay.
the beatdown,
Okay.
and then the two like alliance people to help me out, and Legion. So yeah, there you
And
go.
see, what they don't realize is I'm going to pass them this week.
When
Even though that I just got an Xbox.
yeah, so he needs to do that. Technically, he needs to get to 30,000 gamer score.
I'm just kidding.
Have
I'm not
fun.
going to do it.
Do you want?
See how much Miller 42 has, 'cause I'm curious.
Huh?
See how much Miller 42 has, because I'm curious.
Sure.
Yeah, because it's not really me playing that game anymore. Because I don't think we even try to get achievements anymore
For what?
for any game.
Who?
Miller 40, like the old Xbox
Miller
account.
42. Oh, your Xbox account.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that. And I think with that, we're gonna cut it a little short today, like a couple minutes short. So I want to just thank you guys for joining us. This is a wacky episode. Enjoy Rick and Morty. The show is great. I know we said we were gonna talk about it, and we talked about it for a minute.
Maybe 6
and like
sentences.
in our podcast sense, we talked about it for long enough. Because this is what we
go
do
on
every
tangents.
single time. We go on these fucking... And that's what I think I love about making this show. So I want to thank you. My name is Karlo.
Tom?
Joe.
Brandon.
And thank you for calling. Thank you for joining us at the Designated Drinkers. Find us on Facebook at the Designated Drinkers and Twitter at the Designated D. My name is Karlo again, and we're the Designated Drinkers.
Keep on drinking.